The irony couldn't be more pronounced. Customers flood the malls to check out the latest mobile phones, but once they've checked it out, so many of them just go online to buy the same phones cheaper on, let's say, Flipkart. Adding to the woes of the brick and mortar stores, the e-commerce stores are on a discount selling spree. But is the race to bottom sustainable?
I think the way most people build businesses is that they go out there and offer on stuff that is of similar to what everybody offers. There's no differentiation.
Exactly.
So if there's no differentiation, then why should there be loyalty? If you don't treat a customer differently, then why there should be loyalty? So that's a question. I think it's not about a question. Indians are just like everybody else. That's why if you look at most business models that are succeeding in India are actually originated from US.
E-commerce on the face of it has immense promise. India has less than 250 million internet users. That leaves an untapped market of over 1 billion people. Even out of the internet population, less than 10% buy anything online.
India is 900 million people, or maybe almost 1 billion people today, are not on the internet. And out of the people who are on the internet, let's say about 220 million, how many are doing e-commerce? 20 million. So basically 10% of the internet population, or let's say about 1% or 1.5% of the overall population, 2% of them, is actually using, shopping online. Why should somebody want to monetize, crazily now? Because we haven't yet tapped the whole market. So that's, I think, is a conundrum which actually faced by everybody. People who are in this business who understand this, but people who are looking from outside think, oh, this is a loss-making business. No, it is not a loss-making business. We are deliberately making losses because we are not able to grow the market otherwise.
Our estimates is this year the industry would be just about $4 billion. $4 billion on a base where the retail market is close to $600 billion plus, okay, overall retail market. Imagine that this $4 billion goes to 40 billion in the next 10 years, minimum. Okay, my take is it will go to 20 billion in the next 5 years. Organized retail is still $50 billion. Literally every large player in the country is in the organized retail space. At least the top 5 industrial houses are there. And if I had to just look at the sheer size which is possible, this industry can be anywhere close to 50 billion in some few years.
But could there be a roadblock? After all, aviation and telecom both were supposed to have the same potential. And we all know what happened. Could e-commerce meet the same fate? After all, in India, loyalty is only towards price. Plus, in an economy with such less credit card penetration, how do we convince more Indians to go online?
In no ways it justifies a deep discounting below COGS, etc., because that's not sustainable. But definitely there should be an angle. How do I incentivize my consumers to at least try e-commerce once, and then once they find it good, repeat it? As a model, fundamentally, it's a very well-equipped model with scale to actually pass on the current level of discounting and coupon. But I would say that in the market we see spikes of irrationality, because to me selling below COGS is fundamentally against the business model. So first question is, as a business model, is it a profitable, scalable and sustainable business model? Yes. First is the first principle, yes. If I see it in a very neutral and objective way, there is a case where you can make it big, you can scale and you can make it sustainable.
Flipkart's gamble is audacious, but one must not forget the challenge would be to make profits eventually. What they are looking to create a fresh market of Indians who buy online, the challenge would be to ensure that it translates into Indians going to their portal, not just for the lowest price, because there is always somebody selling a product cheaper.